Hello there, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video, and the start of something new again, the start of something similar and new. For the past month, I have been working on my Rocket League game, and it has been going very well. I started out with the intention of wanting to get into coaching. I told myself I want to be a coach, and so I started working with people and doing some coaching things. But along with this coaching, my drive to simply get better at the game has come alive once again. Over the past year, I've realized to be successful at something, you have to stick with it. To be successful at something, I get to stick with it. I'm a flip-flopper. I have wanted to be successful at lots of different things or just successful in general. And I have been unwilling to fight through tough times or struggle to create that success. And once I looked at all the people that have created a lot of success for themselves in their lives, that they have started something and then they stuck with it, or they have done something for a really, really, really long time, and that success was born of sticking with something over a really long time, I slowed down and I asked myself, Tom, what is that thing that you want to be really good at? What is the thing that you want to stick with, that I want to stick with, me being Tom, that you're willing to stick with for a really long time? And the only thing that came to me was Rocket League. And that seems kind of weird. It feels kind of weird for it to be a video game. I'm in my now later part of my 30s. I'm not going to be a professional Rocket League player, or it doesn't really cross my mind. I mean, that's something for kids, right? So how do I make something out of Rocket League? Well, I don't really have an answer to that question, and I do know that it is something that I love. I love practicing, I love talking about it, I love thinking about it, and so that's the thing. Whatever it looks like, I'm committed to Rocket League and getting better at Rocket League and moving through the hardships, moving through the struggles, getting over the fact that sometimes things don't look the way that I want them to and they get a little bit hard, and I want to keep working. And that perseverance and that fortitude to stick with something, I don't know what it completely looks like with Rocket League, and I know that I want to share the journey, I want to share the process, and it is about time that I actually stick with something, and that something is Rocket League. I have had a goal. I am in the middle of a goal, I would say. I by May the 4th, get to 1500 for the first time. I've never been 1500 in Rocket League. I've barely been Grand Champ a few times in Rocket League. And since the beginning of March, I have been working and training on a regular basis, and I am well on my way. I'm sitting at 1450 right now, which I'm very excited about. I feel really good. I already have my GC rewards locked in for this season. This is the earliest I've ever gotten my GC rewards in a Rocket League season in Rocket League, and I'm at the highest MMR that I've ever been at. 1450 is the highest I've ever been, and I feel really good about that too. The last couple times I've gotten my GC rewards, the last few times I've been this high in my rank, I could tell that I was at the tip of my capabilities. I felt very uncomfortable. I felt slow. I didn't necessarily feel right in those games, and now sitting at 1450, I feel like I have a chance winning going into every game, which is such a phenomenal feeling. It feels really good. I feel really good about my game right now, and I'm really confident that the progression will continue because it has shifted to an idea of consistent work, consistent training, consistent reflection, so that I am always improving, that I am taking the time to improve on a regular basis, as opposed to just hopping in the game and grinding games and hoping that my MMR goes up. It's a very different feeling. It's a very different emotion and energy behind the game than it has been in the past. I think that I have over 6,000 hours. I probably have like 62 or 6,300 hours. And I can tell you that a lot of those hours are not productive hours. And the hours and the time that I've been putting into the game recently have been very productive. They have been very enjoyable. And I'm really enjoying the mindset and the focus that I have on the game right now, because it's about the long game. It's about continuing to work. It's about continuing to put in effort. It's about finding those things that I know that I want to improve on, and then spending the time to improve those things. It's about going back into the replays and looking at things that I'm missing in my replays or mistakes that I'm missing in game, and finding ways that I can correct them once I get back into games. Honestly, another big goal of mine is to find some people to work with, to find people that are also wanting to get better at the game, so that I can walk alongside some people that are driven and want to improve and have the same kind of aspirations that I do. I want to improve. I want to have people that can give me a new perspective on my game, so that I can have other things to learn, so that I can not only look at the game one certain way. People that are fun to be around, that challenge me to be better, and that I can challenge to be better and hold them accountable to what they say they want. One thing that I've learned is that it is more fun to do things with other people than by yourself. And Rocket League can really turn into a very singular game very quickly, where you're just in free play, you're doing things by yourself. All of a sudden you've just spent 3 or 4 hours by yourself, when it could be a lot more fun hanging out in free play with some friends in a voice chat, or working on training packs, or hey, I just made this training pack and it's really helped me with these shots, and then being able to share that with other people. And that is something that I want more of in my life, because I enjoy being around people. I enjoy hanging out, and I don't want to play this game all the time by myself. And I also don't necessarily want to be playing games with other people all the time, but I do want to be in training and working on my shot accuracy, and working on aerials, and working on my flip resets, and working on all this stuff. And it doesn't have to be me by myself just sitting at my desk all alone. I can have other people with me, and I want other people with me. I mean, look at the majority of the pros in the scene today. Like Justin and Squishy and Garrett are a great example. Like, the reason that they formed that team in the first place was because they were friends. All of these people that are pros have had people that have come up with them, that have pushed them and motivated them. And I want some people to motivate me while I am also working on my game. What does this look like moving forward? Well, I want to do a lot more of this, just sitting and talking about how things are going, and sharing what I'm working on, sharing what I'm thinking about, and continually just like documenting the progress that I'm making. And honestly, right now, sitting almost at 1,500, 50 points away from my goal at the beginning of May, I feel really good. And do I hope that I continue to feel confident and motivated and really good about how things are going? Yes, I would love for this to never end. And I'm sure that eventually there will be some blocks along the way where I will not feel so motivated, or I will be frustrated that I'm not getting the progress that I want or would like to see from myself. And when that happens, I get to keep going. That's the new version of this whole thing, is that Rocket League is frustrating. Getting better at things can be aggravating at times, and working through that aggravation, working through the frustration, and finding solution, finding something to work on, creating possibility out of what doesn't make sense, is something new that I want to try in this game. And I want to take those things that I'm thinking about and working on and share them on this YouTube channel, and create a resource for people to get better and to learn and to grow while I am doing the same. And by sharing this content, by posting on this YouTube channel, by sharing the things that I'm working on, then I will also be able to help people improve at the same time. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? And that's the idea behind these new videos, behind what I want to do, and I'd love for you to come along and stick around and be a part of it. So if you've made it this far, I would love some questions or just to know what you're working on. What's going well for you in Rocket League? What isn't going so well for you in Rocket League? What's your rank? What are your goals? What's frustrating about Rocket League? Let me know an update down in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. I know that there are still a few people out there that click on my videos on a regular basis, and I always enjoy hearing from you, and that has not changed. So let me know how your game is going. Let me know what the motivation is like for you right now, and hopefully this gets you a little fired up about getting back into Rocket League. I am enjoying the game a lot. I'm enjoying life a lot right now, and I'm excited to continue to progress and see what I can create in the good times and the bad.